secrets in conference play. They know you, you know them, and there's always a little trickle of bad blood here and there, particularly when both teams are ranked, as these two are in this one. Notre Dame looking for a strong kick to get this one underway. And he's coming out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. So SMU's offense has the ball first today. And David, their quarterback hasn't always blown you away statistically, but he is a guy that the coaches trust.
Yeah, and he'll show you some flashes of why you should trust him, Reese. But here's the thing. This is not a guy that we're saying, go win me the football. That's not where he's at right now in his career. Jesse, he's a guy that needs the others. They got to help him out. They got to play on schedule, not make those mistakes. And the guys really play well around him.
Yeah, David, the one thing quarterbacks don't want to be referred to as is a game manager, but that's really more what this guy is. You're right. They have to be able to run the football. They can't turn it over. They got to play great defense. If they do that in this game, he's good enough to get this win.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
Well, that's a great job getting the sack on the blitz there. And one thing Notre Dame has always seemed to pride themselves on defensively is hard-nosed, tough football, especially in the front seven. And linebackers that can play downhill, and not just make plays in the running game, but get in the backfield and blitz the quarterback. And you saw all of that from him right there.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And the Mustangs will punt this one away. 3 and out, and just like that, they'll have to give it up. He'll signal for and make the fair catch right around midfield. So Notre Dame's offense will go to work for the first time today. And we've said many times a tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, David.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella. He delivered. So, elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your matchup poison, honestly. You can put a safety against him and try to take advantage of the speed, but he's not going to be big enough to match up physically. Linebacker, you're not fast enough, so mixing and matching the looks, I think, is the best chance this defense has.
He steps out of bounds at the 41-yard line. They have a first down at the 41-yard line. Wants to adjust the pattern. Wants to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Johnson. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Going for 6. He makes it. End zone.
So underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. They fake it, goes to the tight end. He's not going to get in. The two-point conversion attempt is no good, and the lead remains at 6. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Wants to go up top on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man on the left. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Mustangs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And this guy just stays on a roll. He's been getting to quarterbacks and making life really, really hard. He had 3 sacks a week ago, 1 already in this ball game. You better know where he is at on every...
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. And the Mustangs will line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Might have thought he'd want to try to pick up a few yards there, but he's content with making the fair catch right around the 35-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. Always a positive to put up early points, and they'll try to add to this 6-0 edge. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like... Obviously, you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Might be changing the route. Back to pass. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He's going to run it. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism. He showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. Looking downfield on first down. Using his legs to buy some time. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
The run to the left. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
He's looking to throw. Moving out of the pocket. And the deflection by the defense. Great play on third down brings us to fourth.
Well, it's third and short. They're throwing for it. They just can't come up with that one. Setting up a big decision now for the head coach on fourth down.
On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Hit as he throws, and the ball goes right to the ground, incomplete.
Love the coverage on defense there. Fourth down, they were ready for the pass. And you saw in the back end, great job being in position to make that play. And now their offense is coming on the field.
He'll do it himself. Creates a little space. Turning it on. Picks up the first down. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense.
Offensive players, when they got the ball in there and they're trying to make plays, right? Trying to make you miss. There's nothing better than closing that gap and sticking that head right in that guy's chest and causing a fumble.
Wide open downfield. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. That big play flipped the field. Now they go to work from just outside the red zone. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw on first down. Got his man quickly. That completion takes him down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike. This offensive scoring position with a fresh set of downs. He's looking to throw. Lets it fly. And that one is picked off in the end zone. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. So first down here as they go back to work. Takes the handoff. It's Green. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And how about that defense? In the backfield, nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for loss.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they've built a lead.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. With this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. This time he's got it. Makes that one pay off, and they... Getting down at the 38, it'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To the air on first down. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. Makes the quick grab. Taking it the other way. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown. extra point here will give them the lead. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
And he's going to bring it out of the end zone.
Kick returners just have to do a better job knowing where they are on the field and what the situation is. That's a ball you got to let go through the end zone. That's a touchback. Instead, you're trying to be the hero, and now you've done yourself more harm than good. The offense starting in terrible field position.
Looking to throw on first down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot. The Irish will need to move the sticks on third and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. And a missed opportunity on third down as the defense knocks it free, and fourth down is coming up. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. A fair catch is called for. It'll give him great field position. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike scored. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I don't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays in there.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. He's finally stopping, not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Green. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
You know, you got to be careful as a QB throwing to your running back in man coverage. If there's a linebacker draped all over him, that ball's not going anywhere. You just saw it right there. Better play by the defense.
Going to swing it on second down. He'll pull it down and run. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. This conference has a history of getting wacky, and the last thing you need to do is get off to a slow start in ACC play.
And what does everybody talk about every year, right? Like conference games, how much they matter, the familiarity with everybody around you. You can only start this one time, so let's bring that in.
Deep shot for the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Leaves it with the back. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. The Irish might opt to take a shot here on second and inches. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. The Irish might opt to take a shot here on second and inches. Looking to fire. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. The Irish needing just inches for the first down. On third and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. And he just needed a few inches, and the defense was surly and nasty and said, no, sirree. The Irish send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. No better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The Mustangs really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced them into fourth down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Hunt is on its way. He'll call for the fair catch and make it at the 14, and they'll be backed up to start this drive. Here come the Irish, back on offense. Didn't get anything done, 3 and out on their last series. They'll try to find a rhythm here. Starts the drive, trying to go up top. Snagged in the middle, H. Marsh. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down. Notre Dame right back to the line, making side adjustments here. Wants to go up top on first down. Pulls it in, it's Davis. They use that sideline as a defender and get him out of bounds at the 36. Notre Dame trying to keep this drive moving on second and short. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. The Irish trying to keep this drive moving on third and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Here's the fair catch, and he'll make it close to the 20-yard line. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. They've got some time to work with here, Jesse, and if they get a first down, they might really get aggressive.
I'd be aggressive right out of the gate. I'd be throwing for a first down. If I get it, then it's pedal to the metal. I'm in that 2-minute mode to try to score a touchdown or get a field.
But I do think this is a situation where you also have to understand that I have the lead going into the half. I've got the momentum, so don't do anything stupid here.
Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affected the football.
The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the Thunder being shaken down on third down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Mustangs will send out the punt unit. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. He might want another play. First play of the drive, wants to throw. He fires one deep down the right side. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking downfield on first down. caught over the middle. It's Davis. They'll knock him down, and that will take us to halftime. The Mustangs will boot it away to start the second half. He'll return it. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Those two first-half turnovers really damaging and the primary reason they find themselves trailing to start the third quarter.
And this is an offense that prides themselves on taking care of the football and then having explosive plays. You know they're...
He's going for the big play. And that one falls incomplete. They tried to go over the top on first down. Second down coming up.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Quickly to the tight end. Open space at the 25. Steps out of bounds across the 25. They'll mark it at the 26, and a good pickup for this offense here. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Marsh. At midfield, he's got room. Out of bounds all the way down at the 33-yard line, and they were backed up, but not for long. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. He wants to change this route. Looking to throw again. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And with that one, they jump on top here in the second half. Getting aggressive here and going for two.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback and wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Grabbed in the middle. It's Stark. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
I got to be honest, I am shocked at just how well the defense has played in this game, especially stopping the run. We talked about statistically how they've struggled this season, but they have put the clamps down in this one, and they're just playing with a ton of intent.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time.
And that is elite third down defense. First of all, you get him in third and long, and then you look to the go-to guy, Jesse. I am committing my resources to him because I know he's a freak, and I know you as a quarterback, you're trying to find that dude.
Yeah, and it's hard, third in California, to convert that. Doesn't matter how good your receiver is. And this dude's obviously one of the best in the country. With the defense, they were all over it. They were ready for it, and they get the big pick.
Slants against man. That wide receiver has to win right now at the line of scrimmage against that DB playing man coverage. Quarterback, timing with the wide receiver, put it on the money. Wide receiver's probably still going to get hit too and got to hold on to that thing.
To the air on first down. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air on second down. Using his feet to buy time. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. Notre Dame lines up quickly. From the red zone, looking for a space. It's complete on the right side. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll ride Davis here. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal. The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. From the gun. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3. Back to pass. Touchdown! Fighting Irish! Quick stride through the air for the score. He has been surgical. Precision passes, using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. He has had a long day at the office, not to mention the backfield, as the defense has been all over him. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. With the catch, it's Austin. All by himself down the middle. The 30. The 20. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. Motion from the wideout. Off the play fake on 1st down. To throw. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
And there's no mystery as to why this team's losing today. They've given up 5 sacks. They cannot keep their quarterback upright. You just saw another example of it right there. He has never been able to get into rhythm throwing the football.
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Man, I think this quarterback needs to take his offensive line out for dinners more often because they're not protecting him. And sometimes it doesn't even look like they're trying. That now the 6th sack of the game for this defense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack. Now it looks as if they'll settle for the field goal try. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. On the move from inside his 5.
That's not what you want out of that kick return. If you're that return guy, you've got to make something happen. You've got to be able to make a guy miss. That's why you're back there in the first place, because of your athleticism, but you've got to be able to generate better field position on that kickoff return.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Going to take a shot. He's got it down the left. And what a huge chunk play for this offense. Just exactly what you need to move the ball down the field. And another huge play in the passing game. Shades of Golden Tate or Will Fuller. That yards per catch can be off the charts.
I mean, you're talking about a guy that can go deep and make huge plays. I tell you what, this Notre Dame offense could be so great. If you continue to find that guy and he keeps putting up big numbers, everything else for this offense will open up and it will be so easy.
Wants to fire on second down. Right on target this time. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Wants to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Irish! No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead. If he can keep putting together games like this, he might have a shot at Brady Quinn's career touchdown record of 95. All the great quarterbacks the Irish have had, guys like Joe Theismann, John Hewitt, nobody's even close to that.
And that's crazy to think about being in that kind of a company. And Notre Dame's always been a good running team. And when they find quarterbacks and have great quarterback play, then I think they start to take off to that next level. And so far, he's showing that here today.
No question they wanted to get the ball to their playmakers, and both receivers have come up big through 3. The kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Wants to go up top on first down. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover. And the quarterback just couldn't bring himself to pull the trigger and get rid of the ball, and they knock it free.
So let's give the secondary tons of credit, right, Reese? They were doing an outstanding job in the back end, in coverage, not allowing any receivers open, and that's why the QB had to keep holding it.
Touchdown, Notre Dame! And the pummeling has started. They tack a little more onto this lead, and they're on their way to a 3-0 start.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And he'll bring it out of the end zone. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week.
As an offense, you've got to know at this part of the field, deep in your own end, you have got to do a better job in pass pro if you're going to call a pass play at this juncture in the game. Not good enough.
And the Mustangs have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
The Mustangs will call on their punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. So from his own end zone, the punt is away. He'll call for the fair catch here. Here come the Irish back on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. This time it's complete. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. New set of downs after the completion. The offense changing the play. Looking downfield on first down. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in Week 3.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
Free kick out of bounds. Kicking team.
Ball will be placed at the 40 after that kick out of bounds. Looking to throw on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Alvarado. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
And the Mustangs with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Gonna run it. It's Green. Very little running room, if any, and he just hasn't had anywhere to go in this one. They might want to find a way to put it in drive and go forward. It's 3rd and 16. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. The Mustangs decide to punt it away. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where they'll start this drive. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Quarterback making checks. To the air on first down. Finds the tight end. He goes out of bounds. They'll mark him right at the 30-yard line. That's the kind of play that can give a drive momentum. Now on first down from the 30. Looking to throw on first down. Time to take a shot. He's got it on the left. Here he goes. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And with that touchdown, man, you're getting excited. As a fan base, you're about to go to 3-0. Like, a lot of things could go wrong to start a season. Everything gone right. That's a great sign for this squad. They got it rolling. Can they keep that momentum, keep climbing up the rankings, and who knows what happens at the end of the year.
They'll try to run it in. He's not going to make it. Stop short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The Mustangs have the ball back and ready to go to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Got a man. It's Austin. He'll be stopped at the 27, but picks up 10 on that one.
Well, this guy has been a weapon all game long. They've lined him up all over the field. He's run all different types of routes. The defense has not been able to cover him, and he's got now over 150 receiving yards.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
And this has been one of those days you want to forget. I mean, you're getting drunk. There's no other way to put it. It's been a bad day. I'm trying to put a drive together here, maybe to just get some kind of momentum, something positive, maybe something in the locker room.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. And the Mustangs will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll try to really get into this one. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Here come the Irish back on offense. And what a drive that was the last time they had it. Basically the length of the field. Much better starting point this time. Trying to burn this defensive back. We've reached a 2-minute timeout. In all likelihood, they could just run the clock out. We'll see if they want to rub a little salt in the wound. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Quarterback may change this route. Back to pass on 2nd down. Finds his tight end. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders. Here, it's a turnover. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. This coach wanted to be absolutely certain on a challenge. He was right. The previous play will be overturned. Here they come, facing 3rd and long from the 40. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick strike complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Notre Dame right back to the line. Wants to keep it in the air. Got a man, it's Davis. Nice move, creates some space. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. Wants to throw on 1st down. Tight end finds a soft spot. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here. The snap sets up to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Wants to adjust the pattern. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Looking to get it in. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Well, what I love about this team early this year is it looks like they can fight through adversity. We started the year 2-0. This game looked like it was in the balance here in the 4th quarter. But after watching them answer with that last touchdown drive, that shows me they've got the mental toughness to potentially make a run this year.
And he knocked that one right down the middle. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The SMU offense is headed back onto the field. This one has pretty much been a bludgeoning, but they'll try to finish with something positive late. There he goes! And that's where they'll mark him, but a very productive play, and they'll move the chains. Now on first down from the 28. To the ground with the back. He gets nothing, and they keep plowing ahead with the running game, and they've got very little to show for it. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man, doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on, and now just throw another sack in the equation.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Timeout on the field, and 4 ticks left to go. The Mustangs will punt it away on 4th down. Surprisingly makes a fair catch just outside the 40-yard line. Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated.